Hello and welcome. I'm Suma Katauka and you are watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories. Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has also now departed for the SCO Summit, confirming bilateral meetings with President Putin, Maldivian President Muhammadu Muizu, Cambodian Prime Minister, Laotian Prime Minister, and Vietnamese Prime Minister, while Russian President Vladimir Putin is to attend the SCO Summit in Tianjin, joining other leaders from 20 and more nations. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin blasted Western sanctions, saying Moscow and Beijing jointly oppose discriminatory trade restrictions. This comes ahead of his August 31st to September 3rd visit. Putin, who will attend a regional summit and military parade, noted that China remains Russia's biggest trading partner amid mounting economic pressures from the Ukraine war. US President Donald Trump has vowed to take his legal battle over tariffs to the Supreme Court after an appeals court ruled that most of the duties he imposed on imports were illegal. President Donald Trump has slammed the decision as incorrect on his Truth Social platform, declaring that the United States of America will win in the end. French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz have vowed to step up pressure on Russia, warning of new sanctions if President Vladimir Putin fails to meet Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky for talks, and have announced additional air defense support for Ukraine after a Russian strike on Kyiv killed 25 people yesterday. The White House has said that President Donald Trump is still pushing for a Putin-Zelensky peace summit, despite French President Emmanuel Macron warning that Trump risks being played by the Russian leader. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller has dismissed Macron's comments as absurd, insisting Trump is working steadfastly. The former leader of Bolivia's Civic Committee of Potosi, Marco Pumari, has been released from prison and placed under house arrest after nearly 4 years behind the bars without trial. Pumari, a key political figure in the region that holds the world's largest lithium reserves, retains significant influence according to media reports. At least 3 people have been killed in a fire set by protesters at a council building in Makassar in Indonesia, following nationwide demonstrations over the death of a local motorbike taxi driver who was run over by a police car. The violence marked a sharp escalation of public anger, with protests spreading across the country. The United Nations Security Council have begun talks on a draft resolution to expand the international force in Haiti as armed gangs tighten control over Port-au-Prince, displacing 1.3 million people and driving famine-level hunger. The US and Panama are pushing to remodel the operation based on voluntary contributions.